You've landed inside Launch Street, the Business Innovation Podcast, where we interview top innovators out there shaking things up so you can innovate, differentiate, and get further faster. Since you're here, we know you're the type of person that recognizes the importance of unlocking your innovation advantage so you can compete and win. And now, your host, the person that has worked with leading companies like Disney, Procter & Gamble, Aero Electronics, the U.S. Army Research Labs, and Red Robin on upping their innovation advantage, Tamara Gontor.
Hello, everybody. Tamara here, your host over at Inside Launch Street. I hope everyone is doing very well today. I am excited, to say the least, to cover today's topic, which is all about clearing up the confusion between creativity and innovation, and clearing up the confusion about innovation in itself. Now, why does this matter? Why don't you just go to a dictionary and look them both up and call me and go, Tamara, it says in the dictionary it's these things. Here's why. Because it's been my experience that even with textbooks definitions, we still all have our own baggage, our own definition around creativity and innovation. And we often confuse the two. And on top of that, most of us don't even have the same definition for innovation, something we're all trying to do as a business, something we all need to do as a business. So I'm going to clear all that up for us today. And then I'm actually going to give us a definition of innovation that is going to change the game for you. And let me explain a little bit about that in a minute. Before I do that, I want to mention one thing. If you haven't yet, go to our website, go to launchstreet.com, GOTO launchstreet.com. Link is in the show notes, and sign up for the free, that's right, I said it, free 4-part innovation workshop. I'm going to drop 4 incredible videos about innovation in your inbox in the middle of September that is going to help you move forward, help you innovate, help you influence, help you add value, help you be a stronger leader, particularly during these uncertain times. So I bet you're wondering, well, Tamara, what are you covering in these workshops? Well, I can't give it all away, but I can give you a little taste, like the trailer of a movie that makes you go, oh, I want to go see that. All right. In video 1, I'm going to talk about how to be a confident innovator. First, I'm going to discuss and help you overcome your internal resistors to change that you may not even know are happening. We're going to dig into that brain so that you can unlock innovation and stop battling yourself. You'd be amazed at how often we are all battling ourselves. So we're going to get over those internal resistors to change that are sabotaging your effort and your team's efforts. And I'm going to share the one exercise that's going to show you the opportunity and the innovation that's hiding in plain sight, that's going to turn obstacles into innovation. It's called Jump the Curve. And does it sound like an overpromise? Kind of, but guess what? It's not. And I know this because I've done this with hundreds and hundreds of people across the globe. All right, video 1. How to be a confident innovator. We're going to jump the curve and we're going to break down those internal resistors to change that are holding you and the people around you back. In the second video, we're going to talk about the language of innovation. This is all about how to get buy-in for your ideas. We spend a lot of time talking about how to be more innovative, how to solve those sticky challenges and unearth those opportunities. And that's all great. But I also want to give you the keys to getting buy-in for all that incredible innovation, that incredible brilliance that you're creating. And we're going to do that with 2 things. One is something called open questions. All I can say here is this. You change your language, you change your outcomes. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And the second one is I'm going to give you the keys to getting those legacy thinkers in your organization. And maybe they're your clients, your leadership, your team, but I'm going to give you the keys to getting them to buy into change. We've all got them in our organizations. We've got to deal with them. We can't ignore them. We can even leverage them. I'm going to show you how. So in video 2, this is all about the language of innovation so that you can get buy-in for your idea, so that you can influence others, so you can be that influencer through open questions and getting legacy thinkers on board for change. The third video is all about the culture of innovation, how to be that hub, that igniter of a culture of innovation. Look, it takes a team to win in today's uncertainty and today's change. So I want to show you the 2 keys for building a culture of innovation where everybody pivots and adapts and innovates together. I'm going to talk about rewarding behaviors, not outcomes. Believe me, it's the behaviors you want to focus on. That's what's going to drive more innovation. And which behaviors? I'm even going to share that with you. I'm going to pull back the curtain, and I'm going to talk about setting the expectation, or what I call the J curve of innovation. And this is going to ensure that ideas don't get killed too early, the naysayers don't become too loud, and that you actually move ideas forward. So that third video is a culture of innovation, rewarding behaviors, not outcomes, and setting the J curve. Now, there's a 4th video you might ask, Tamara. Correct. In the 4th video, I'm going to bring it all home together and provide a bonus. We'll leave the trailer there. But hey, go sign up for the innovation workshop. It's on our website. You just click the link, put in your name, and we will give it to you the minute you get it. The minute it is open for access. All right, I'll see you on the workshop. For now, we got to clear up some confusion about creativity and innovation. All right. As I said, I want to clear up this confusion around creativity and innovation. And I want to provide you with a definition of innovation that will empower you to be the innovator you are meant to be and ignite innovation in your team, help you lead innovation in your organization. So here's the thing. If you ask 100 people their definitions of both creativity and innovation, you'll get 100 different answers. We all think about these things, these 2 words, in so many different ways. And oftentimes we even use them interchangeably without even thinking about it. The challenge is because we have so many different definitions for these words and we use it so differently and without clarity, it can actually be hard to apply them directly to our work. It makes being innovative feel out of reach for everyday people. We often have misunderstandings around expectations and outcomes. It makes it difficult to collaborate with others because there's this lack of common understanding. I mean, I'll give you just a quick example with innovation. You know, sometimes you'll hear a leader say, I need some innovative solutions to our challenge. And Bob over here is thinking, yes, a dose of creativity. And Gail's thinking, something totally disruptive. That's what we need. And Cameron's over there with just question marks in his brain because he doesn't know what the heck the boss means by innovative solutions. And Suzanne's over there, I get it. We need to create a new product to sell. And Byron's thinking, wow, yeah, we need to deliver a wow. And Barry's thinking, we need to add technology to this. Technology is what's innovative. And LaShawn over there is thinking, we need to go somewhere totally outside the box. Do you see in that example this tiny little team of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I'm looking at my visual here of the people. 8 people, and you've got 8 different definitions. So let's start with decoupling innovation and creativity so that we can focus on innovation, which is really where we want to be. So in my 25 years of work, I've come to understand how to distinguish the 2. So let me give you what I would call real world definitions of both to help you clear up the confusion and make innovation in particular tangible and actionable. Now remember, I said these are real world definitions. This is truly how we can apply these 2 things. So number 1 is creativity. Creativity is the pursuit of an artistic endeavor. So that's great if you are taking painting classes or learning guitar. Super fun if you're doing a strategic retreat where you're just trying to step outside your comfort zone. Not necessarily helpful for innovation daily, for applying to work, for applying to what's right in front of you. Now, for innovation, as I said, there's a million different definitions for innovation too. But I like to suggest adopting this definition of innovation that I'm about to give you. And this definition of innovation not only helps you clear up the confusion between innovation and creativity, it also gives you an incredible foundation, a common language, and a springboard for which to drive innovation in yourself and in your team. And I'm going to talk a little bit about why that is. Here's the definition of innovation I'd like you to consider. It's this: thinking differently about what's right in front of you to create an advantage. Let me say that again. It's so important. I just want it to sink in for a moment. Thinking differently about what's right in front of you to create an advantage. So first of all, do you see the difference between creativity and innovation? Right? Creativity is the pursuit of artistic endeavor. Artistic endeavor, that's the key there. Where innovation, in our definition that we have crafted over 25 years of work and understanding human behavior and how to get people to innovate, even the ones that you never thought would, this definition, thinking differently about what's right in front of you to create an advantage. Do you see how that definition can create a common language and a foundation for all of you to innovate from? So now that we've decoupled the two, I hope you can see, first of all, how our definition of innovation will help clear up the confusion and give you that springboard. And I want to talk a little bit about why this definition in particular that we've crafted over here at Launch Street, and the one we use as our foundation for everything, why that works so well so that you can go then apply it to your world and be that strong leader. So the first thing is it removes the frustration. Remember that example I shared a minute ago where, Gail's thinking, yeah, we need something disruptive. And Bob's over there with like, yeah, we need a new product. And Greg's over there with, yeah, we need technology to add to it. And John's over there with, yes, need a dose of creativity. I'm not even sure if I got the names right, but you get the point. Well, that creates confusion, right? So when you say to somebody, I need innovative solutions, or we need to innovate, or we need to create a culture of innovation, that's what your team is walking away with. Everybody around you is walking away with a different definition in their heads. And that creates confusion and it creates frustration. It also creates, by the way, disappointment. Because here's what happens. I've seen this time and time again. I've experienced it myself in my early days. I go to my team and I say, we need to create an innovative solution for our client. And our team goes off and they do stuff and they come back to me. Well, what they bring back to me is disappointing because it doesn't match my definition of innovation because they're using their definitions of innovation. So they're disappointed and frustrated because they know they're never meeting my expectations. And I'm disappointed and frustrated because I'm not getting what they need from them. What a horrible frustration for all of us to be in. And talk about not being able to pivot and move because we're all stuck in this frustrating loop because we don't even know what we mean by innovation. I know it sounds so basic and it really is, but that definition of innovation removes that frustration because it gives you a common springboard for innovation for which to move forward from. It eliminates that confusion. It enables everyone to contribute and deliver real innovation. That's the thing about our definition that I love. What I've seen over time is that thinking differently about what's right in front of you, that's something all of us can participate in. That means the work, the tasks, the responsibilities, the opportunities, the resources, the ideas, that's all on the table for innovation. And when you give people a definition that actually empowers them to innovate, you not only eliminate the confusion, you actually also remove that feeling of being undervalued. People really do step up their game because they understand how they contribute and how they deliver real innovation. So this definition also removes silos. It's been so interesting to watch because, as I was just alluding to, it makes innovation accessible and possible for everyone on the team. One of the biggest mistakes we can make in innovation is siloing it to the select few. That really brings everybody else down. The consequence of siloing innovation is actually massive because it's telling everybody else their ideas don't matter. Well, if they think that innovation has to be this blue skies, wild, disruptive, make your feet on the earth shake idea every time, no wonder they don't feel a part of innovation. We want to give them a definition that allows for everybody to contribute. So thinking differently about what's right in front of you to create an advantage. That makes innovation accessible and possible for everyone. Here's the other thing with this definition that I've seen it do. It saves time and resources. Why? Well, we work smarter. We collaborate stronger. We create more momentum because we're all moving forward in this inclusive definition of innovation that allows us to innovate with what's right on our desk, allows us to innovate right in the conversation we're having, the problems we're seeing, the opportunities that are out there. So we work smarter, not harder. We collaborate stronger. It really brings more cohesion and more momentum to the team. And oh, by the way, then we create innovative solutions to those sticky challenges that keep nagging at us. Part of the biggest time waster in work are challenges that keep rearing their ugly heads. Well, if we apply innovation to that, innovative thinking, find an innovative solution, that ugly challenge can put its head right back down because you know what? Bam, mic drop, it's solved. That's how we work smarter. It minimizes delays and stalls. Why? Because it allows people to see the possibilities to innovate, big and small, right in front of them. So then instead of them procrastinating and waiting and stalling and delaying and hoping for that moment where they can innovate, or hoping for that 3 p.m. brainstorm, or hoping for those tasks to be off their desk so they have room in their mind to innovate, they can just do it all the time. So those delays and those stalls get minimized. And the last thing I'd say, and this may be the most important one when we really focus in and really leverage and use this definition of innovation, is it takes away that out-of-the-box fear that most of us have. Out-of-the-box, wildly disruptive, breakthrough, all of the cliche language that a lot of innovation experts use. While great to go after, the challenges for most of your team, and maybe even yourself, that feels out of reach. It feels heavy. It feels like something I need time and space for. It feels like something that, so you're telling me I've got to walk away from my box, my reality, go out into this out of the box blue sky area, innovate, and then come back. Well, first of all, where am I supposed to go outside the box? And second, what do I do when I have to come back to the box that I'm in, the reality that I face? When we innovate with what's right in front of us, we take away that out of the box, oh my God, I'm never going to get to that. It's too heavy, too big fear. It allows people to see the possibilities to innovate big and small right in front of them. So to summarize, creativity, pursuit of artistic endeavors, we're going to take that off the table because and while a wonderful thing, and I do that in other parts of my life, for here, we're going to focus on the power of innovation. And we're going to rally around the definition of thinking differently about what's right in front of you to create an advantage. Because we're going to remove that frustration and we're going to create a springboard for innovation. We're going to eliminate confusion and enable everyone to contribute and deliver innovation. We're going to minimize and remove those silos and make innovation accessible and possible. We're going to save time and resources by working smarter, collaborating stronger, building momentum. We're going to minimize delays and stalls as we see the possibilities to innovate, big and small, right in front of us. And we're going to take away those out-of-the-box fears so that we can see the possibilities to innovate right there. All right. That, my friends, is the distinction between creativity and innovation and clarity around innovation. Here's the action I want you to take. I want you to take that definition of innovation. I want you to write it down. Think differently about what's right in front of you to create an advantage. I want you to take that definition, and I want you to go to your team, your leadership, your colleagues, people that report to you, wherever you are on the organizational ladder, the 3 people that you work closest with. I want you to go to them and I want you to say, hey, I want us to have a common language and a springboard to move off of. I want us to have a definition of innovation that's going to enable us all, empower us all, and really help us see the opportunities to innovate right in front of us. Because guess what? Some of the best innovation, it's big, it's small, it's right in front of us. It's rearranging the box that we have. So take this definition, go to them, use it as a springboard, see how that changes your game and the game of the people around you. All right. Pleasure to have you. And with that, Tamara out.
Thanks for hanging with us on Inside Launch Street. If you know someone that is truly ready to unlock their innovation advantage, have them join you on Launch Street. Discover your innovation advantage. Build a team of high-performing innovators and ignite ideas and solutions that create massive impact. GOTO, launchstreet.com. Remember, innovators, if you don't take the leap, somebody else will.